Philbert.
It's your turn to hold me up.
Yeah, well, I just had to finish my latte and now I've got the sunnies off, I'm ready to roll.
Mizuno drive, 220 series. STZ, STX.
Ooh, yeah.
I want you to hit them. Tell us what's going on.
Which one am I hitting first?
Well, you're going to hit the Z. Or the Z, depending on which part of the world you're from.
Probably Z for me. Well, it looks wonderful, but what's happening with it?
Right. So if you think about maximum stability, so everyone's pursuing distance.
Keep going, but I'm going to hit. Oh!
Everyone's pursuing distance with their own little method. As you continue to admire your own work.
That went straight.
It's amazing. So Mizuno always looked very, very good out of the middle, but needed to improve a little bit off centre.
Right.
So therefore it's about more consistent distance. Stability when you miss the middle, because if the club head deflects, what happens?
Well, it goes left and right and you lose.
You lose distance. So the more stable they can make it, the better off they are.
You're telling me I can't miss this?
Can't miss it.
So far, you're right. Well, why? Hang on. So this goes straight no matter where you hit it, and it goes the same distance no matter where you hit it. Why isn't every club like this?
It's a very good question, because some people need help both popping it up in the air and turning it over a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Which is where we have the X.
What's this thing doing?
So if you now look at where the heavyweight's position,
Oh yeah, more draw bias.
more draw bias, slightly towards the heel, but the centre of gravity is still in the middle of the head.
Right.
But the interesting thing about the X is it's a little bit shorter heel to toe and a little bit deeper than the Z, but designed to get the ball up and get it turning over.
So would you say this is kind of like a, I don't know, a beginner type design? Is that
Yeah, you would, yeah.
Oh, you can see the draw on that. Geez, it feels lighter.
Well, that's the other thing.
50 grams?
That's right. So what do people traditionally who need help with distance and turning the ball over, what do they traditionally need from a shaft point of
A
view?
lighter weight, of course. 50 grams
Lighter.
is light though.
And there's actually a 40
Is there?
for someone who just really needs all the help in the world and just wants to make their life easy.
So beginner, professional.
That's what you said. So bomber, someone who needs help with shape,
Right.
would be the more polite way to put it.
Right.
But there's an anomaly.
Oh, yeah.
What if I told you that the draw bias driver is the one better suited for someone who likes to manipulate the ball?
This is suited for me.
You've always spoken about your desire to be able to hit fades and draws rather than just point and shoot. Yep. So because the CG of the X is closer to the shaft axis, it makes the head easy to manipulate. So this is almost too stable to be able to manipulate the face.
So is that why that thing went straight and I could say, oh, I get you what you're saying.
So this shaft is closer to what your spec is, which is the tenside blue,
Right.
yep, and 65 in S. But I want you to hit 3 shots with this shaft in the Z, 3 shots with this shaft in the X, and I want to see whether that comes to fruition.
So that leaked a little bit, but I reckon that would have cut a lot had that not had the fancy non-twist thing.
So I want you to try and hit a draw.
That's about as good as I got, but geez, that's gone straight.
Did you feel anything in the hands as you were trying to manipulate them?
No, I just felt with me hands on the way through. So what do I do on this one?
Fade. Yeah, or a pull hook.
Well, yeah, the point is that that would normally, I would feel like that would drift, but it's kind of just,
Dead straight.
yeah.
I'm going to switch the shafts over and let's see whether the X with the same 3 shots performs differently to the Z.
It's amazing though.
I am. It is. Kippa,
Yes.
STX, same loft, same shaft. So we're just going to start with a straight one, just as a control ball.
That's reason, but it is drifting slightly left.
Definitely higher. So now I want the draw. I want you to play that
Yeah.
typical Masters draw driver.
The sling. Oh yeah, look at that thing go.
I don't, compared to how much the Z turned.
That's incredible.
And now, as you would say, and this is one for all the kids out there, now for the piece of resistance. So let's go the other way. Let's hit that fade.
Yeah, well this was the one that I couldn't move it anywhere near what I thought I would move it. Yeah, that's...
You've darted it, by the way. but the shape was there.
Yeah.
And this is really the key message. So even though the Z, weight back stable, bomb it.
Yeah.
But if you fancy yourself as needing a bit more height on your drives, or turning them over, or you're someone who actually likes to hit a variety of drives, then you need to think about getting fitted for an X, or at least comparing the two.
I'll do another fade here.
Look at the shape.
Yeah, that's awesome. Would that be the heel bias just limiting the amount of that I...
Because the CG is closer to the shaft axis, it just means that as you're trying to hold it open slightly,
Yeah.
it's listening to your hands,
Yeah.
whereas you would normally have to fight that. And that's why a lot of guys on tour, and girls, are going to be playing the X, when most people would assume that the Z is their baby.
Oh yeah, I got that wrong. It's not for beginners, for everyone that likes to move it. That is awesome. Do we get to take this on course? Do we get to, oh, take that out there? Come on. Do we get to go? Can we go? Answer me, Phil.
If you ask nicely.
Please? That is awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Oh,
And no one would ever consider it.
no, well not me. Now I will.
Good numbers too.